All right. And we're live. I got I don't have any at the moment, I don't have any visual on right now. Just audio. So stand by. Actually, you know what? Let me turn this thing around. Settings. Camera. Let's go to the back. If I can. I don't know if I can or not. I don't know how well that will work. Let's see if I can point this at my Fides. What's up, man? What is going on, dude? I'm getting ready to bring up the picture here in a second. I'm just adjusting this. I'm trying to point it to. I just did a water change in my 150, so there we go. And I'm just kind of running back and forth right now because the 65 that's over that way, I'm finishing up. So I'm here, I'm here, and I'm just back and forth. So just I'll come back in a second and check this. I'm running buckets right now. I didn't feel like I was get this. I was too lazy to hook up my pump and run it, but I'd rather just do buckets, even though that takes a lot more. Okay, so figure that logic. So as much as I see, look, got my. As much as I hate doing buckets, I was just like, it's not too much to fill up in here. I probably got like three of these to do, three of these 5 gallon buckets, and then I'm good. Maybe four. I was just cleaning out the flower horn tank. Wow, that filled up hardly anything. So, one sec, I'll be back. What's up, puppies? All right, let that run. I'm coming right back. Back to my chair. Okay. Patty, what's up? All right, let me angle this a little bit so I want to be able to see the chat here. What you guys up to? Anything? Anything good? So, uh, I was watching this morning just as I was getting ready for work. You know, sometimes I'll turn on if I missed any streams, and I was gonna watch uh, Fishy Biz. I forgot. I there was it's like I guess it was on Monday, and there was just so many. There were so many on. Like Monday, it seems like there's several of them on streams on Monday nights. So and he was also doing the top, and I'm not going to get into this because I'll just be another person getting. As you see in the title of my stream, uh, talking about the water changes and stuff. But anyway, I was just watching it and the whole thing with Father Fish and just all that stuff. But it's you can watch plenty of people's streams and hear them talk about that. Okay, but anyway, I was just watching it and I have it on. I had it on to finish it. I just turned it down, and I think it's pretty funny that Fishy Biz, Aquafunk are up there just talking about stuff. It's entertaining. But I don't know. I'm here now. Hang on a second. Fix this. Let me fix this thing here. This table is extremely wobbly that I'm sitting on. So I just uh so okay, so I did I last weekend I did a water change and I gravel vacuumed this, right? So I moved the rocks out of the way, okay, but I didn't move these rocks enough out of the way since last time, okay. So, and I started noticing, like, you get that fish tank smell, right? And my wife's like, "You need to clean the tank." I was like, "I just did," but then I realized I didn't move these rocks. I just went around them, and even this one little section right here. So I took them all out, and you can see I got my down on the floor there. I got my maintenance towel stuff and the just stuff, you know. So I moved them all out, moved those around because I got those last time, but I went around them still again and got it all out of here. And it seems to be a lot better right now. I don't really have that fish tank smell. And I'm also doing. Let me angle this camera. See if I can angle it around this way. That the 65 over there. I'm filling it up for the flower horn. And yeah, oh shoot, this thing's gonna fall. Yeah. So let me hit refresh because I think. Hang on, guys. Let me hit refresh. All right. So I guess refresh kind of screwed things up. Let me put this camera back on the back here. On the back. So I'm just going off my iPad right now. There we go. All right. So it's back. It's back. What do you guys? You guys see the same thing? All right. Cool. Cool. I gotta go to. Oh, okay, cool. That's like, thanks, Patty. Well, you're probably gone by now. Yeah, man. So I'm here. I'll get on here in a moment. I'm just that bucket filled up again. I'm doing this the lazy hard way. Hang on, y'all. I'm still here. Just trying to get this tank water up high enough so I can get the turn it on. Because when I clean my tanks, I turn everything off except for the lights. I keep the lights plugged in to a single different part of the outlet. It's getting there. There we go. That just reminds me, I ran out of Prime. I got to get some more. I tend to use too much Prime than the recommended. It doesn't matter. It's just how much you actually feel, you want to use of it. So, let's see. I'm just looking on the Fish Fam link right now. I don't know how you see if you go fish in the Fish Fam link, you see the title up there. I'm like, water changes. LOL. Just kidding. Dot dot dot. I don't want people to think I'm being a smart ass, but they'll be like, oh, another water change video. But I see I see where everybody's coming from with this, okay? And I'm just like, who am I, right? I'm just a guy on just like one of the ones who are just kind of down, like there on the list as far as uh anything I guess super important that people would listen to, but I could see their points about that. Um, and And Father Fish saying, hey, if you got to plan a tank, which that's what he was talking about. You don't have to do water changes if you have heavily planted tanks. Or he's just saying that you don't really have to because it takes care of itself. And I have a tank that has only 3 plants in it, just 3, right? And they're like the easy ones. I don't know plants names, okay? I don't have planted tanks, so I definitely for sure got to do water changes. And I don't care if, and this is if you ask me, I don't care if you have planted tanks, if you got gravel, and if say you got gravel and no dirt underneath. If you got gravel, you got to gravel vacuum it. That's what I think. That's my own but that's another thing that works. Like everybody else has their way. And here's the thing. You do trial and error. So oh shoot, my fish died. Let me do a water change. Let me gravel vacuum this out and you see all that black cloud of stuff come out of there. Well, maybe that will work. And if it works, it works. Okay? So I'm the type of person I have to do water changes. I don't have plants except for a few, but that doesn't really matter. And those Oscars are really, these Oscars are always going at it. Okay, not always like really heavily going at it, but the 4 and that one's finally starting to grow right there. My wife calls that one Littles, and she calls that one Pixel. I think it's that one. No, it's that one. She calls that one Pixel, and that one's I think 7. She calls that one Die because she looks on the side of the Oscars to see what looks like letters or numbers. So that's where she gets the names for those Oscars right there. And then she named those 2 Severums, Samoa and Fiji. So Coral Works, what's up, man? How you doing? That's a 150. 150-gallon tank. So yeah, it's tall. It's not as depth. It doesn't have the depth. But with this room that it's in, it's got the perfect amount of depth. Because if it was, a bigger like a 180 or something, it would stick out kind of for too far than I want it to. Because the tank that I have over here, let me move this around, which I'm currently filling up with water. It's almost done. Then I can get everything running and it'll clear up. But that's a 65 with a flower horn, and they both stick out like the exact same amount, so it actually works out good. Bigger than 75. You know, it's funny. I've never had a 75, and I would love to have a 75-gallon. I would love to replace my stupid 55. I'm gonna call it stupid because I hate 55s for a 75. That's just how I feel. I don't like 55s because they're not they I don't know. They're not deep enough. All right. Hang on a second. I'm just filling up, coming back, walking over this tank. I'm doing buckets right now. I didn't feel like hooking up the pump, even though I did it with the 150. But the hose isn't long enough to fit from the sink over here. So I'm just doing it this way. Now I can plug this in. Hang on a second, guys. People, let me get this running, and I'll be back. So the flower horn can be happy and healthy. Oh my God, move. All right, this thing. Trying to plug this thing back in. There we go. There we go. Filter to your magic. Almost done, guys. I'm gonna put this under the sink so it can fill back up. And I'll be right back. All right, so starting to clear up really well. All right, so never had anything. Miss what? And 55s are good if you want. Hang on, I'm trying to like angle my head here because I have this thing. I'm facing the same way. It's next to me. If you run really by. Oh, schooling fish. No. Yeah. So lately I've been kind of having these thoughts about tanks, about freshwater and saltwater. And I'm not saying I go back and forth with this often, but this is more so than ever right now. It's I'm kind of leaning more towards the saltwater side in my mind right now. Because honestly, and I know that I know some people in here would be like, you know, you can't do that, or why would you want to do that? But I still plan on keeping this, right? And hey, Whip, what's going on? Crip, what's up? Glad you guys could stop by. Appreciate it. We're just talking about fish, surprisingly, okay? Talking about fish. These guys right here. All these fish. Anyway, no, I'm just getting into basically about saltwater, freshwater, and I'm not bringing this up only because this is a coincidence, okay? That hang on, let me clean my glasses off real quick. They're starting to get all foggy and stuff for some weird reason. um, I just finished the 120, and you guys know I've already said this before. And I got the sump hooked up, and I absolutely love my 120. It's an amazing saltwater tank. I got some more live rock in there. It's got more color. The fish are just super colorful. Right now, the water's super clear, crystal clear, and I'm proud of myself. Okay, so I'm loving it. I could just sit there and stare at it for hours and just see what little things are growing in it off the live rock, and that's part of the fun of it. I'm seeing things grow. Um, like I can't. There's these little soft little corals growing at it, and my neighbor who used to be in it for years, 30 years. Okay, he sold everything, and I guess he's trying to travel nowadays. You know, he's a little bit older than me, but he's told me that these I forgot what they're called, and he looked at them, but he said they're good for your tank, and I'm like, okay, cool. They're not one of those, but I do have a couple of those starfish that they say are could be a burden, like little tiny ones. I got a couple in there, but I mean, I think they're cool to look at. If they get too out of hand, I'll just take them out and get rid of them. Mike, I have. Oh, okay. You gave Scotty a suggestion for the group pick at the Clash being an announced time. I'm trying to read this sideways. Sorry, guys. He's gonna assign the task to someone. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, the bucket's filled up. 1 second. This is the last bucket I got to do. So then I'm coming back. Last bucket. And I'm done with this bucket working party right here. I don't even think I'm going to be anywhere close to using this bucket. I got a mess. Okay, that's enough. All right, flower horn. It's got clean water, clean tank. I still got extra water left. I can pour. Yeah, I got plenty of room. I got plenty. All right. I'm going to keep that there for a little bit. Well, need something to drink because thirsty now. Hang on. Hang on. I need to make me some more green tea. I ran out. I'm trying to drink healthy. Nah, I'm just kidding. I had a Pepsi earlier. All right, now I need to move this laptop a little bit. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to do something here. Hold up. Hopefully this thing doesn't die on me. This room's a mess. So you can see, I still have theirs up. I've been watching it while I was doing my water change. But I turned it all the way down because I'm on here. So, and here's the... So I still have all the blankets on the floor because I was doing my tank maintenance. But let's see. Let me get this plugged in. I got an extension because this iPad's about ready to die. I don't want it to die while we're doing the stream. I need to charge up. Is she charging? Yeah. Okay. It's at 4%. So I don't have that angled right there. That flower pot, it looks exactly like just a circle. But hang on, let me do something real quick. Hang on. Let me do something real quick. I got this up a little bit. Let me adjust this. Hold up. No, you better get away. Don't be trying to get me. Nope, you're not going after my hand. See that? These things go after your hand. But if you do it right, you can pet him. But he don't care. He'll still eat me. Okay. I'm done messing with them. That's why I got this towel down here. All right. Right over there. All right, guys. So that's that tank. Guess I'm gonna have to switch to beer. Yeah, probably. Hey, you know what? Beer was around for. There's a show called How Beer Saved the World. Have you seen it, Whip? It's been out on. Saw it on the History Channel for, God, a long time ago. And it's a good show. My Oscars used to like to be petted. See, I tried to pet the Oscars, but they just swim away too quick. He should stick his face out of the water and bark. Oh, he used to. What does the Oscar? What does the Oscar bark sound like? That would be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Yeah, let me get this cord. So I just don't like how I got my blinds right there. So light and on the edge of the blinds right there, a couple of them broke off. So a little bit of light gets in it, which is obviously, you have it open, the sunlight, the evening, the sun just beats right in. So not really crazy about that. So I'm gonna put it back on the flower horn. That tank will clear up in a little bit. I'm not, if I get the History Channel. Dude, I'm jealous because I wish that I could cut the cord. Even if you cut the cord, there's still, you might catch it on, I don't know have you ever looked up, and it's absolutely free, and they may have this, they may have this show sometime on it. You never know. I don't know if they've ever had, but have you ever been on Pluto TV? Just Pluto TV app. You get the app. It's free. So if you click on it, all these channels come up, and it's not like your standard cable channels. They're just different type of channels, but they have a whole bunch of different things on them. Like there's like hundreds of categories of just shows. And it's absolutely free. Like you don't have to create an account or nothing. So I go on it sometimes, like to watch, like just random things and stuff. And it's pretty cool. But dude, I wish I could cut the cord on cable. The wife In fact, you could see the cable box right there, and yeah, I wish we just had the cable modem and that's it. But see how I got the cords running from the TV? Oh, the white cord is an Ethernet cable because my work laptop for some reason isn't hooking up wirelessly. I have to get it fixed, so I have to run this long Ethernet cable to my work laptop. It's so stupid, but it's so 1990s. So yeah, I wish I could get rid of cable. I really do. I would save. I would save. Let's see here. But tank's clean. Who's on tonight anyway? I don't know. What is it, Wednesday? Oh, I think I know who's on in a little bit. Well, isn't Farrell's on pretty soon, I guess? I think that's on Wednesdays, isn't it? Calendar. Let me check this out real quick. The calendar. What's today? Wednesday. Oh, I think Silver Creek said he probably won't be streaming because I saw a little video he had. It's about a minute long or something. Like he lost power, and they still have. I don't know if power came back on for him yet, for Tommy. So I don't think he's going to be streaming. All things Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fish. Every time I see it, I think of Amazon, the place where you buy stuff. 5 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, yeah, there it is. Rand's Fish Fan. That's what I thought. That was on Wednesdays. And then you got Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles. And, speaking of reptiles, so my local fish store, Aquariums Unlimited, here in Virginia Beach. Okay, I'm not the only one who's brought that up in their video. John and Lisa brought it up. They showed, in fact, they have video of them going to this place. But anyway, I was there the other day, and Mark, the owner, said that, he told me this a while back that they're expanding. And I'm like, cool. He's like, yeah, we're going to be putting the tanks for sale, I guess, towards in the back. And it's crazy because the main part of the store has all the tanks with the fish, fresh, salt, brackish, all that, right? And the corals and stuff. So you go back to another room on the left side, but you go back there, and I always thought that was for employees, but you can buy your water from there too, and for your containers along the side of the building. I was like, I can go back here because they even have live rock in one of those shallow little tubs that you can pick from. They don't want you putting your hands in there, even though a couple of days before that I was there, and they said, yeah, go ahead and grab them. But if you go back there, and if you go, not like you guys are going to be here in this town, but you go back further, and there's another room back there, right? And it has all their little tank ornaments and stuff. And then there's another room where you go back even further, but they had it blocked off because I think they're going to have that that's going to be the reptile area. I haven't bought reptiles. I'm not a reptile guy. I don't like that bright light on that. Hang on, let me fix this. Let me see how that is. Yeah, it's better. It's just the lighting on that shit. Hey Mark, what's up? How you doing? We're just talking about my local fish store. So, but anyway, and I'm thinking like, wow, like from inside, when you go from the front all the way, you go through your front, you go through another room, you go through another room, and then there's going to be like a fourth room in the back, and it's all just basically straight back. And I'm like, dang, from the outside, this building is not this long. Okay. It just seems like it's not that long, but it is. It's really weird. It doesn't seem that big on the outside, but on the inside, it's like how much it's blocked off. I've never seen in this fourth room in the back. It's really crazy, but it'll be interesting. I don't buy reptiles and stuff. I just don't have any. I got plenty of fish, so I'm kind of caught up with all that. But Jeremy, what's up? How you doing, man? But like what I was talking about earlier, okay, was I got into saltwater. I've been in saltwater for a while. I don't know where. Like my brain's just acting stupid. You know what? You know what I haven't done in a while. What I have not done in a while, and I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know how to get my. So I'm on my iPad, right? And I'm on StreamYard. And at the top search bar, all I see is StreamYard.com. How do I find my. It sounds like a combo. How do I find the link on StreamYard? Anybody know that? Because I'm looking at the top search bar. All it says is StreamYard.com. That's all it says. I don't know how to find the link to this thing. Edit. I don't want to edit this. Oh, I found it. Never mind. I just clicked on it and it appeared. So let me copy this. I haven't done this in such a long time. Okay. Oh, man. Control. Does Control C work? We'll find out. We'll find out. I haven't done this in forever, guys. Let me go to YouTube. If I screw this up, I'm sorry. I'll come back. I'll come back. Okay. I tried. I'm not done trying, though. Wow, this is really crazy. You can't copy. I'm highlighting the link, and I'm trying to on an iPad. It's really, it's I don't understand this. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. I have to do this by touching the screen because I have a keyboard for this, and the keyboard's just dumb. All right, now I copied it. I got to do this all by. Hang on, guys. I got to do this all manually here with touchscreen. So I'll get this. I will get this. I think. I don't know if that worked or not, but if that didn't work, that kind of sucks. If it didn't work, that kind of sucks. I don't think it worked. Damn, man, I hate iPads. I really do. They're a pain in the butt. So I was trying to put my link up in case anybody wanted to come up. Not being very successful with it at the moment because I'm not on a laptop and it's really annoying. A regular laptop. I'm on a iPad. So sorry guys. I don't know, not that anybody was going to come up anyway, because I don't really ever put this thing up. But I mean, I don't. I'm only talking to you guys through words, and it's kind of annoying. I'm going to try this again. Continue to YouTube. Live chat. Nope. Oh, pin message. Here we go. All right. I think I actually got it working. Let me see here now. Did it work? I don't know. I thought I pinned the link up there, but I don't see it up here now. I pinned it to YouTube. Okay, I pinned it to YouTube, but I went back to StreamYard and I don't see it up here. Do you guys see it by chance? You guys see it at all? By chance? Anybody? To YouTube. It's up there. Anyway, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to StreamYard. Hang on a second. StreamYard. There we go. Okay. So I'm back. Let me refresh. All right, so let me turn this around because I don't want it on me right now. I'd rather have it on the. It's all off and stuff, so I'd rather have it on the Silver Creek. What's up, dude? I just saw your video. Do you have power back yet? At all? Let me go to settings here. Let me turn this around. I don't want it on me right now. There we go. So y'all can stare at my flower horn for a little bit. Or I got the tank over there, but it's way over there, so it's not angled right. So you can look at all the glariness from the window reflecting off of that. So let me go back. You just got power back. Good. Yeah, I like right when I came up the stream, I just saw your video. So, and how scary you made it look. 4 hours, dude. Oh man, did you have to go in there, and did you have anything that creates the oxygen, like keep aerate the water, or did you have to go in there and just kind of manually move it around or something? Did you have like any, because I remember a long time ago I bought some battery operated I'm so scared. Some battery operated, that kick on. Like I have these ones that you plug it in, and when the power goes out, they kick on automatically, and they just kind of air. It's just like creates the bubbles and stuff. So, but so hey, if you guys see the link up there, I don't see it because Apple is kind of stupid like that. Oh, he switched over to dirty tanks just to have them as backup. We have so many power outages. Okay, we're running normal tanks, so it was stress, but running them this way is way less stressful. I got you. All right, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go put this. Let me turn this around. Maybe you guys. Okay, let me bring this up a little bit. I don't know who that is. You know, last time I had a call, I feel stupid because I was streaming and Whip got me. So I'm not falling for that again. I was so gullible. Oh my god. We're at a good temperature outside. Okay, so it's not too cold, not too hot. So it was great day for great day for power to go out. Oh, it's that's the best time, I guess, if it's gonna happen. Zero worries after understanding how filterless tank or filter. Okay, I gotcha. Crip, do you remember that? Yeah, I don't. Let's just keep that one under wraps. Okay, we don't need to bring that up. So much glare with my glasses right now. But yeah, if anybody feels like coming up here, just to, I got voicemail. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, that was from the base, the military base, because I work on there, so you get notifications for training stuff. Just anyway. So what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is Whip this time. I doubt it, but if it was, he'll come in and be like, that was really me, right? And I don't even know what. I mean, there was a message for it. It wasn't though. He's like, oh, I remember. All right. Well, I'm glad you remember that one. I'm so glad. Out of everything, that's one thing to remember. So, oh dang, I had you on 144. What do you mean? Oh, resolution. So, imagine it was really crappy quality, huh? So, what's it? Wednesday. The week's gone by kind of fast. I don't know. There's no secrets on the internet. Not at all. There's no secrets. But so I'm kind of trying to get back to I keep saying this, but it's really not working out very well. I'm trying to get back to doing my 11 o'clock streams on Sundays, but every time it gets close to 11 on Sunday, I'm like, I have things to do, and it just I end up not going there, so I'm not even going to probably do it. I think it's kind of random when I come up, so I think I'll probably just keep that randomness. So when I come up, I can surprise people. Maybe like, oh, Mike's on. That's cool. If you're interested about coming up and watching. Uh, so do a Tuesday evening or Wednesday evening. There's a lot of spots. There is a lot of spots open for that. That's for sure. But Tuesdays, I don't know if I could do Tuesdays. Pop-ups are cool too. Yeah, they are. They are. Normally, I go stream up in my office where my desk is at. In fact, thinking about just going up there, getting on the computer up there. I don't know. I wonder if I can. If I'm on StreamYard, can I get on one and then like take it over, and then if it's still mine, I think I can. Let's try it. Because I'd rather go up there. Let me just unplug this. Go upstairs. Get in my usual spot. In my chair. Let's do it. Let's try. Let's see. See if this works. Oh, before I go, let me show you my. Hang on, let me turn this around. Settings, camera, the back. Let me show you this. The 120 here I got. So I'm still trying to get a back so I don't see just the wall, that, the wall, that, the wall. I want a solid black background. So this is, you know, and you guys seen this already before, but this is the saltwater tank that I got up and running. It's a 120. I got an assortment of fish. And I think this is my favorite actually right now. Like it's, you know, I got these little divers just floating around in there. The wife actually put them in there. So I think that's pretty cool. That's the newest fish, that Coral Beauty right there. Had it for about, I don't know, maybe about a month now. But like what I said was when the things are starting to grow, I don't know if you can see it in there. Let me see if I can find. Okay, way back. I don't know if I can point to it. This thing's shaking. Right there. If you can see underneath that rock right there, there's those little things are growing. You can kind of see them if I keep it still. I can't really zoom in. But this rock has a lot of stuff growing on it too, which is the same thing, I guess. And, you know, it's really cool just to see things happening. There's the one molly that's left in there. But I love this tank. And then I got to clean out this sump pretty soon down below. I don't have a light in there, but here's those filter slocks look pretty bad. And I got a bunch of stuff down there. And water level's getting low. So I got to get some of the water from the RO system in there. But anyway. Let me go up here. Into this, turn this on. Let me turn this light down a little bit. There we go. And this is the 55. Let me turn this light on. There we go. So I just cleaned this one out yesterday. Had to really badly. There's the three angels, the black. There's three of them there. Like the black one, those three right there. See them? And the two electric blue Caras. I got two polar blue convicts in here. And yeah, not too much going on in there. Not a lot of decorations. And then this one is some the baby electric blue Caras. There's a glowfish right there. This guy's just been around forever. And I got the parents are in here somewhere of the polar blue convicts. I have the two juveniles in the other one. So what I'm going to do is try to get my other computer set up here. So turn this camera around. All right, let me turn on my other computer, get it going, so I can feel like I'm in my normal spot, right? Yeah, that's better. In the meantime, catch up on the chat here. You know, the computer just turned on. See if this works. I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to trying to work all this with, you know. Let's see. StreamYard. I almost forgot what it's called. StreamYard live stream. Enter Studio. Well, that was pretty simple. about that. Enter studio. That's
great.
Hey, what's up?
So, Mike.
What's up?
Okay. I did it. How do I remove that one? Oh, I just got to turn that off. Okay. So that one, I can turn this off. There we go. And he's gone. Now I'm back in my normal spot. Good. And I can plug this thing in. Let it charge up. All right, guys. I'm here. Back in my normal spot. It's a little dark in here, but I like it. I like it with just the tank lights on, really, because it gets too like that, but overhead, right? Okay. Where are we at? See, I know you guys are just kind of talking. It's fluval. Okay. I have not decided what I want to do. Okay, you guys talking amongst yourselves. That's cool. That's cool. Let me refresh. Reload. Okay. I think I'm no, I keep that up there. I keep the title up there. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really care. I have all these empty bottles of stuff of the stress coat, prime. It's empty. You gotta throw it away. It's empty. All this stuff. So, I mean, other than this, nothing else is really new. I just wanted to come up here and just chat with people and see what's up because it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I got to text somebody from work who tried calling me. Okay. Yeah. I'm thirsty again. Anybody got anything to drink? Anything new that we haven't talked about already? Like I don't think I'm. Oh yeah, I was talking about the saltwater tank, but I'm good. I plan on keeping. Obviously, I'm going to keep the 150. And I keep going back and forth with getting rid of these tanks right here. But then at the same time, it's like this is where I do my streaming at. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get rid of. All I ever do is complain about this tank. Okay, that it's a 55. That's all I ever do is complain about it. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm gonna stop complaining about it because it's just pointless, And I got this tank next to me, which is cool. But you see how I don't. Muppet, what's up? I'm just like streaming and complaining about stuff. That's all. um. But like, okay, so no, you don't know. I say you know a lot. It's really stupid. It's a bad habit, and I'm trying not to sit there and say that after every word. So this table that I have right here, you see the tank, and you see like this much. There's this much space, and this 29, 30, whatever it is, it fits perfectly across this, because this table was actually made for that 65 gallon that is downstairs. Okay, that's downstairs that has the flower horn. But I got one of those stands that looks like this stand. Okay, that one of those kind of the dark one with the pine. Yeah. Anyway, so I got one for that. So this is up here, and I have this tank, and I love how it has this extra lip. I can just set a bunch of bullshit on, and just it gets cluttered and stuff. Anyway, so but I just recently bought a 40 breeder that was going to be the sump for the 120, but I got lazy about that and I returned the 40, but then I got motivated again and then I bought the 40 and then I got lazy again and then I bought a pre-made sump. So anyway, because time constraints and just I don't know, it's an excuse. So I have the 40 sitting on my garage right now, and it would fit perfect on this, but it would take the whole lip up. It would just take up this whole thing, okay? But I so want to set the 40 up, but I like having this little lip. So you can't have, this is like the cake, okay? I can't have it and eat it too, or whatever the saying is. So, and then I would love to make it a saltwater tank. Just with some small, a couple clownfish, just some small fish, nothing crazy. It'll just be rock. It's not going to be coral. Of course, that's what I say right now. It could go to coral. I don't know, but I got to study up on that a little bit better. I've had corals before, but it was just a horrible, tragic event. And not to say I never will. Okay, so we talked about this last time on my stream, or I talked about it and y'all just listened, okay? Or you didn't listen, I don't know. But I talked about the different levels of fish keeping in my mind, okay? And I said that a successful reef tank to me is like the pinnacle of fish keeping, okay? And all fish keeping. However, there is a top level freshwater fish keeping, which could be, I don't know, what is it? What is the expert mode of fish keeping with freshwater in your minds on chat? Let me know what it is. What is the highest level of freshwater fish keeping to you? Like, what's the most complicated there is? Okay. But I love complaining. Yeah. I'm slowly working on setting up a 10-gallon for a scud tank. I don't know what is a scud tank. Is that and if it's such a common term that I should know, and if I don't know, and if it's one of those where I should know what a scud is, and I shouldn't be in this hobby, I apologize. I don't know what that is. I mean, is that something I should look up? Should I not ask what that was? Unless it's just a misspelling. I don't know. Oh, okay. It's a thing. Okay. Oh, never mind. I just Googled it. I got you, man. That's cool. Next time, if I don't know something, and if I read it on chat, I'm just gonna read every chat thing silently, so you guys don't know which one I'm reading, right? So I don't look like a fool. So expert level freshwater would probably be, this is from the Mastering All the Main Aquascapes. I was thinking Aquascape too, but I want to see someone else say Styles, all of them, okay. And also breeding egg scatterers consistently and predictably. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's a good one. I agree that I'm nowhere at that. All right. Little shrimp looking things. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I've only had a couple. I've had basic shrimp you can just put in a tank, when I first got a bedded tank. When I had a male in there, it was a 10-gallon, and I put some little shrimp in there, and I had some, and it was planted, and I had some neon tetras in there, like some of them. And I had it for a little. I had it for a while, and it was successful for a little while until things died. Not that I was trying to make them die, but I was. This was a long time ago. I was still kind of getting a hold of the whole hobby. Okay, but I've had some bettas, and I'm like, they're cool. I like them, but I think I've reached a point where, at least for now, maybe down the road I might get one. I've had several of them in the past, so. And I always hate saying I've had fish in the past because you wonder, did you sell them? Did you like just give them? Did you surrender them over to a fish store, or did you kill them? And I hate to say it, but I mean, majority of the fish that I had in the past, there's a lot that I gave away. Okay, so I just yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me do something real quick. I'm on my actual computer, so I could actually do this. This is a lot easier. Um, copy. I'm going to do this again. Not that, you know, y'all have to do it. Got it. Moderation activity. Moder Moderation show activity. Oh, okay. All right. Paste, paste, post, and pin. That's what I say. There it is. There it is, guys. If anybody feels like coming up, just say hey for a minute. Feel free. Say it once in a while. Let me turn off YouTube here so there's no echo. All right, Mark, you're probably already off, but take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. And I know you're in Australia, so I think my egg scatterers are breeding just not successfully. Haven't seen fry yet, but I'm also not trying at the moment. Gotcha. So speaking of having fish and the breeding and not trying, um, I got some. I got a few polar blue convicts, and I'm never trying to breed them. But I guess I could say I am because it's my fault. And there's female. There's a male and a female. So right. um, I did put them in there together. So if they breed, whatever. I guess I'll have more that I'll just end up maybe giving to people. My neighborhood has a Facebook group page. Okay, and I could put them on there and be like, if anybody's interested, I have some. If anybody, and I'm really trying to find somebody in my neighborhood who is in this hobby, but it's not easy. I honestly think I'm the only person in my neighborhood who has more than one fish tank. I mean, I haven't been in anybody else's house, but I don't know. I don't know anybody around, and I think there's maybe one person in the town or town next to me that is that does have a lot of hobbies like this hobby and has a lot of tanks like I do. And his name is his name is Troy McCartney, something like that. But I subscribe to his channel, and I see him posting stuff. But I don't know if he lives in my town or the town next to me. I can't remember. But he goes to the same fish stores that I do. So, um, well, now that I think it's glow light tetra eggs in my tank, I'm wondering if I should change my mind about the scud tank and try to raise glow light tetra fry. I would, I mean, get two tanks and then do one with one and one with the other. Why not, right? It's what we do. So it's what we do. But I'm gonna start putting. I don't ever really put my link up here, but I did, and I'm going to start doing it just because, yeah. So people come up. You like that, Muppet? Hey, so in my garage I have a 90 that's drilled, which I'm trying honestly, I'm trying to give that tank away. Okay? I'm trying to give that one away. So if anybody wants to drive all the way to Virginia Beach, and I will help load this tank, nothing wrong with it. It's it's got a couple little tiny in the front. You could always turn it. No, you can't because it's drilled. A little tiny scratch, a couple in the front. But if it's filled up with water, you can't even see it. Absolutely no leaks, obviously, and the stand. It's one of the same like this stand I showed you, the black one, whatever that's called. I can't remember, but somebody reinforced that stand. They put more 2x4s in the bottom of it right there. So I'm actually tempted maybe to keep that stand unless somebody wants to come and get it quickly before I change my mind. Because my flower horn downstairs, I am seriously considering upgrading it to a 90 gallon from the 65 because he's a big fish. You saw him earlier in the stream, and I honestly think that he needs to be in a bigger tank. That's what I think. So that's what I'm going to do. But I really want to put him in. Am I crazy to put that? You saw that flower horn downstairs, right? Am I crazy to put that flower horn by itself in a 120? Is he get 90s? Just the 65, I think is too small, honestly. But I think that the 90 would be okay. It's what, 75, 85, 25 gallons more. But that would give him more room to swim. If anyone wants to drive to Connecticut for 230 gallons, that would put money on need to be resale. I got you. Okay. Hey, if anybody wants to drive to Virginia Beach, I also have, since we're throwing this out there, I also have a 20 gallon with that same exact type of stand that I'm not using anymore. I have this exact type of tank, this 29 or 30 or whatever it is, with that exact same type of stand in my garage that I'm not using. I have that 40, which I'm not getting rid of because I actually want to use that probably on this thing, which will take away my little counter space, which is kind of sad, but I have this little corner of my desk right here anyway. So it's all good. Let's see. What else do I have in the garage for tanks? So the 90, the 30, 20, the 40. I think that's it. Oh, and I have another stand for a 120. The same exact stand as that, because those are my favorite. I like those stands. And I bought that stand, and I never took it back. Okay. Don't tempt me to a beach trip. It might end up in trouble. Hey, speaking of, you said beach. So this weekend is here in Virginia Beach, and I'm going to stay away from it. I mean, I could go down there, but it's just going to be a massive amount of people. They have the concert going on. They had it before COVID. It's called Something in the Water. I don't know if you've heard about it on the news or something, but I guess it's a big where they're having some, the top, big famous people out there singing. That's about 10 miles from me. Because I'm inland from the beach. I don't live right on, close to the water. I don't know. It's about a 15-minute drive out there. But yeah, they're having something. If you look it up, Something in the Water. I think Pharrell, who's he's a singer artist, and he's from Virginia Beach. So I guess he's using for like and it's literally a gigantic stage right on the sand. Like the water must be 30 feet. And so it's crazy because there's people who live out like even this far away from the beach who will rent out a room because of this event and make $1,000, like for the weekend. And for a moment I was like, but then I was like, no, it'd be too crazy. I mean, I don't know how that would. I don't even know if that's like kind of frowned upon. Like if it, I don't know. I really don't care what my neighbors think anyway. But there's a few around that would be like, you know, there's no HOA in my neighborhood, but there's some neighbors out there. Not the ones right next to me though, but around. I'm in a cul-de-sac. Right outside the cul-de-sac, who might be like, "You gonna cut your yard soon? Why? Is it like 4 inches high or something? Like, I mean, is there some grass that's not level with the other ones? And that's what annoys me. I love Virginia Beach. Always have a fun time. So, Crip, you said you come out to Virginia Beach. Like, what do you do when you come to Virginia Beach? Do you go? I mean, do you go to the beach, or do you go visit the fish stores? Because we have like a lot. Okay, we have a lot of fish stores out here, and I'm not bragging, but I'm bragging at the same time. Hey, you know what? I mean, it's not my fault I live in a good area. And you know what got me here? The military, because I was in they got me. They transferred me to Norfolk, Virginia, and I was stationed in Hawaii for I was there 7 years, and I was loving it. You think I wanted to come to Norfolk, Virginia? But my time came and went, in Hawaii, and I was like, yeah, I guess it's time. They want me to leave, so I guess I'm gonna leave. So, but I kind of miss it a little bit. I miss Hawaii a little bit, a lot. It's cool. If you ever get a chance, if you guys ever get the chance to go out there. I mean, the only reason I went is because they paid for it. It's not like I paid for it. Flights back and forth I did when I went on leave, We have, and they are sacred of the old man who bobbles around and threatens to beat them up. It's been 15 years since I've been down there, but vacation there 6 times now. Usually stay at the Cavalier Hotel. The Cavalier Hotel, dude. A lot of beach days, go to aquarium, hit the boardwalk. Okay, yeah, the Cavalier Hotel. Okay, I think if that's the same one I'm thinking of, that you're thinking of, that we're both thinking of. I've eaten at a restaurant there. I've been there, not to stay, but like me and the wife went there to eat at a restaurant. Let me look and see if that's the same Cavalier, and it's really fancy looking. Cav A-L. I can't spell for crap. Caval. Hey, you only got to put enough in and it finishes it for you. Cavalier Hotel, Virginia Beach. Okay, so if it looks like this, let me try to get this picture up here. I don't know. Can you see if it wants to bring it up? Is that the Cavalier Hotel right there? Yeah, look at that. So anyway, that is the same one because we've driven up there. We drove up there to eat at the restaurant. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's super. We've been there twice. And you drive up there. It's basically what do you call that when they park your car for you? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't think, man. Yeah, is that considered the end of the strip? Because that goes way further down. The beach goes further down. The beach goes north as far as there's an army base up there. It goes even curves around it and goes all the way to Chesapeake Bay. If yeah, remember. Okay, so yeah, valet. Thanks, man. Valet. You go up there, you roll up in there. If you're gonna go somewhere fancy, you go there. You're gonna eat at the restaurant. You're gonna use valet. Okay, I mean that's just that's just what's gonna happen. Even autocorrect can't guess my spelling sometimes. Yeah, sometimes autocorrect don't even know that that's words or even letters for me. So let me get this out the way. So yeah, I mean, what did you say about to Hawaii? I went to Hawaii on a vacation when I was a kid. Don't really remember it. And that's I mean, I could see that. That's why you should go back. I mean, if I had to pay to go there, I don't know. Would I really pay to go? There's other places I'd rather go see now since I've already been there. Crypt Keeper Aquatics in 6 times. Nice. You guys I'm like just jumping in chat here, and I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Riders Inlet Fishing. It's fun too. Riders Inlet Fishing Charter. Is that out here? So the only thing I'm familiar with down by the strip is the boardwalk. Okay, which is fun in the summertime. It's great. And you said the Virginia Beach Aquarium. I've been there a few times. But if you ever happen to come by this way again and you should check out some of the fish stores that are like, you got to go more inland you get on 264 from the beach. If you stay at the beach, drive inwards, and then take like Rosemont exit. I mean, and just look up the address, and it's Aquariums Unlimited, the one that I go to a lot. They go to once in a while. There's other ones around here too. All I remember about Hawaii is there were little whole fish mixed in with the salad, and I didn't like it. Little whole fish, yeah, with the heads and everything. I wouldn't eat that either. Rudy's Inlet. Oh, okay, is what it's called. Yeah. Auctioneer T-Set Rider Inlet, but it is a charter company. Okay, so you did a lot of the beach stuff. I've been down to the beach back in the day, really, to kind of do the beach thing when I first got here. And, it's cool. But I grew up in Florida. So to me, those beaches are nice. Like, honestly, even though I lived in Hawaii for a long time, for years, like it's cool and it's like tropical and everything out there, which is really cool. I mean, that's its own thing. But Florida when it comes to the beach, the sand part, Florida's got nicer beaches because it's white sand and it's just nicer. But it's a whole different atmosphere, In Hawaii, you got like the palm trees that are up like right up against the sand, and then you got the water right there. So it's a whole other atmosphere, right? And so you can't really compare them. You can, but you can't, if you know what I mean. Cheap charter found is still a lot of fun. 30-ish people on a charter. It's a private charter. There's one that caught on fire about a year ago. I think it was a year ago almost. It's called the Spirit of Norfolk. And it goes through Norfolk, Virginia, through like the Waterside District, where there's a lot of, it goes down by the base where it shows all the biggest, like the Navy ships. And because the Norfolk base is like the biggest Navy base in the world. And that's where I basically work out of. And I'm just used to that anyway. So, and it goes down down the way towards in between Portsmouth and Norfolk, but one day that caught on fire, and you could just see it flaming, the whole boat just burned up. So it's gone. Luckily, nobody was hurt. They got everybody off. So, I'm giving up, not typing anything again now. Not auctioneer. Oh, you're frustrated. I get it. So I saw you on Crypt. I saw you on the stream the other day. Who was it? Dee Dee. You were on the stream with Dee Dee, right? It was just yesterday. Who was it? I'm trying to think. It was fun watching the fighter jets land on the ships. Well, you got to see that? Did you see it from a distance? Like, oh, excuse me. When they land on the carriers and all that? Yeah. Yeah. I gotcha. Last night. Yeah, okay. Fish Family. That's right. Yeah. I was watching it for a little bit. That's right. That's right. Man, how do I get into I guess you gotta I guess you just gotta be up on things more, and you gotta get involved. And I'm not involved with stuff. I just come up here and talk to y'all on chat until you get tired of talking. Shopping. Oh, okay, yeah. Garden of Eden giveaway for the viewers. Yep, I saw their stuff. It's cool. It was cool. Saw the hat. That one looked cool. I'm trying to look for, or I've been on. So I have a question about that. I was thinking last night when I was watching it. Um, is it just like when you guys were up there? Did you guys just go on a random um like channel and kind of advertise their stuff, or was it something that was planned already to, because they are a part of a huge part of something as far as I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know they have their business, and I see their streams on Monday. I see them up there, but is there like more of a connection? If I'm even saying that right, I don't know. I don't know. Correct me. Giveaway for viewers, or so. I mean, either way, it was cool, man. It was cool. I was kind of in and out a lot, so I was up running around the house doing things. So they donated the gift card. Okay, that's what it is. Sorry, guys. I am not trying to sit here and like make my yawns contagious. So just try to fight it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And I said that uh many streams ago, probably a handful of them. It just seemed like forever ago. Um, hang on. I said that I was going to start doing giveaways because I have these 3D printed things, right? I hate these glasses. And I'm also going to start giving away stuff on uh from my, you know, from my little merch stuff. Why not? Why not, right? Uh and I'm going to do that eventually here. And I know I said a long time ago it's going to be coming up on the next stream, but I just haven't got to it yet. And I want to give this stuff away because I have it and it's pretty cool stuff. And I'm going to give away stuff, some of my merch too, just so people can just to have it, just so you can share it. Not trying to just you guys know what this is. You know who I mean. That's I'm up here for the fun of it, and just to get to know everybody. So whenever the big event comes around in September, right? What is that? The last week of September, and you can see everybody who goes there. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the 2-seater sectional to fit 2 tanks. So if anyone wants to drive the Connecticut for a 2-seat reclining sectional, see, and that's commitment, dude. You're getting rid of furniture for tanks. As long as you keep a chair to sit in, you're good. And I've actually told the wife that too. It was just a long time ago. Whenever I was going crazy with fish tanks, I was like, "Hey, some of this furniture is in the way. We may need to downgrade a little bit and make this happen." And she was like, "No." She was like, This is not a bachelor's house where you can just have whatever. We got to have it look like a nice. It's our house. We got to look nice." So I'm like, "All right." But I still have 2 big tanks downstairs, the 2 up here in the office. So no, 3. I'm sorry, I got the saltwater tank too. I don't know how I forgot that, but I got the saltwater tank. And yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with that. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, man. One of these days, somebody will come up on my stream. I'm the worst at guilt trips, so don't listen to that. Is that a dead? Oh, I thought I had a dead fish in there, but it's not. Oh, I have. Let me show you real quick. I got all this crap in the way. So this tank, you can't see it, but there is. Let me turn the light up. That's a little bit too much. Okay. You guys can see that, right? See all that? That's algae growing, and it was getting carried away. I had a solid thing of green algae growing on here. I still got algae growing on this rock and on these little plants. Okay. Now, you guys, I know you guys are more experts at probably you know, I don't really study this stuff too much. Okay. So, you know, I will love wait not to get ready and leave work instead of being late and get fired for participating in your stream. Now, if that's trying to be a guilt trip, you know, we need to plan this better, Cora. Okay, we need to plan this better. All right. So I guess I need to do a stream when you're not getting ready for work. So 10 minutes? Okay. That's cool. When if you come up, just have stuff to talk about, okay? Because I'm just gonna go on rant just with random stuff. But anyway, back to this, okay? This green algae. I've never had green algae grow like this before in this tank because I think just because this light has a mind of its own and like coming on and just it's causing that. But from what I looked up was I guess green algae isn't really bad for your tank. I guess if you get all those other colors like red and stuff, maybe that is. So we do. I don't. Hey, so I saw you up on other streams, so I guess you really love those people. That's cool. I understand. No, I'm just kidding, man. It'll happen. Don't worry. It'll happen. All right. All in good time. We can talk saltwater. Okay. Want to know all your tips and tricks for beginners such as myself. I could probably throw a little 2 cents in on that. That's cool. I'm down with that. So, but yeah, so I'm just kind of letting this green algae just kind of do its thing a little bit. I'm not letting it getting carried away. So I guess the question I have, if you guys know this, so you know how plants are good for your tank. Okay, we established that. If you keep growing green algae in your tank, right? You leave your lights on and you get a good healthy green algae. And I don't know why this guy's just kind of wrapped around the heater and connected to that. Since the plants help your tank, does the green algae do the same thing since it is something that grows and it's green, right? June, what's up? We're just talking about I brought up green algae and I was trying to guilt trip some people in coming up on my stream. And supposedly it worked for Crit. And Coro basically told me to screw off. And I'm just kidding, dude. He has to go to work. But yeah, so he's gonna I think okay, I'm reading your thing. Crip said he will come up and we'll talk about some stuff. So that's cool. And algae isn't bad for your tank. It's just ugly. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. But depending on the algae, they eat different things at different rates. So, okay. I'm just kind of letting it get a little bit. It's on the plants too, you know, and it was on the sponge filter, but I cleaned some of it off. It's growing. You know, I cleaned the glass off. I'm doing an experiment, adding more plants and watching the algae fade away. So that's new to me. So I don't if I seem dumb by saying this, but I don't know plants very well. Okay, I just know water, fish, a glass box, gravel, and cleaning net. So from what I understand, algae doesn't eat nitrates as efficiently as plants, but it eats ammonia, etc., more efficiently. Okay, and sometimes an algae bloom without overfeeding or causing can be an indicator I hear you. Okay. See, this is why I like coming up here because you guys give me some good info. All right. Yeah. Gotcha. Um, guys, give me like a hot second. I'm gonna go. I gotta get something to drink real quick, and stay here. And Crip, you come up. I'll be right back. All right, I'm here. Hang on a second. Give me like 2 more seconds. All right, I'm back. I'm here. I'm back. Thanks, Callie. What's up? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, June. Okay, I'm adding Tuesday plans of survival. Hungriest sort of my experiment logic. So I was going to ask you, June. It's probably a dumb question, but did you see the last episode, or did you? I know you probably watched the Star Trek card thing. Um, hey,
Hey,
what's up?
how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good.
So I was just asking June real quick if she watched the because I know she's a Star Trek fan. If she watched if she watched that Picard, and if she watched the last episode, which I'm sure she probably did, because she's a huge Star Trek fan. Anyway, she'll probably put it up there whether she did or not. I just had to get that out of the way. So dang, dude. So what? She's like, yes, I did. I got it's and for your average Star Trek fan, I guess that I could see how that would make people emotional because they brought back the whole like next generation thing, and I'm not going to get into it as soon as you came up here. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick.
I've never watched Star Trek. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, man.
Volume up. Hold on.
Have you ever watched Star Wars?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
because compared to Star Wars, kind of reminds me of a Western type of like space side thing like that, which is
Oh, okay.
good too. But anyway, okay, I just wanted to say that real quick.
All right.
But thanks for coming up here.
Yeah, of course.
And so now I got to be a host.
Yeah.
Corbin.
So the tank behind me isn't one that I show too often. This is my 75 gallon here. And
Okay.
just got a bunch of new rainbow fish at the Bucks County Aquarium Society auction this past weekend.
Right.
So that's why I'm sitting here today.
Okay. Yeah, that's one fish I've never had rainbow fish before. I see them a lot when I go to the aquarium store, and I keep thinking I should get those kinds sometime. I just haven't, and I'm gonna say I haven't yet because they are very interesting looking.
Yeah, they're a whole lot of fun watching
Yeah.
them transition their colors as they mature.
Okay. Now, are those the type of fish where you because I see you have is that mainly all the same type?
No, so I've got 3 different types of rainbows in there. I started out with the dwarf neon rainbow or the Pracox rainbow, and then I just added in Australian rainbows and also what's it called, the Dansari River rainbow, I believe it is,
Okay.
something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
but
That's cool.
and then I've got a small group upstairs. I got a group of fry, a different type of rainbow, and I cannot pronounce the Latin name of it, so
Yeah.
not even gonna try.
Okay. So, how big do they? Like I said, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the specifics about rainbow fish, but I just know they look really cool. Do different types get different sizes?
Oh yeah, there's some really small ones like the threadfin rainbow, and some of the blue eye rainbows. They stay relatively small, like the size of a zebra Daniel. And
Okay.
then some of the larger ones, like what I've got behind me, will get 4 or 5 inches or so. Some even bigger.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Not an
Well,
expert at all. I've only had a couple of different types over the years.
Okay, cool. I like how you got it. That's something I've never done before with a fish tank. I like how you got the top right there with the greenery right there. Is that just floating on the top of the water right there, or?
So I've got some floating plants in here. Most of it's frog bit, and then I also just got some red root floaters that are in there now. I got those at the Bucks County Aquarium Society, and then up on top of the tank,
Okay.
got some pothos at the auction.
Okay.
So those are growing out of the tank.
I always wanted to get that kind of plant, like the one that has like that. What you got, the vine, you could just kind of have it next to your tank and just let it kind of drape around it and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I see a lot of people doing that, and I think it's really cool looking. What's up, Terry?
And I've got the window right next to it, so hopefully the pothos getting enough light there.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, because I definitely have an idea for this tank eventually once I kind of give away like these. There's probably about 10 or 11 juvenile electric blue cars in here.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened, like when I had the parents are over in the 55 right now, but that was the first time I've had bred like the electric blue cars, so I just said let them do it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but so anyway, you'd mentioned about saltwater. I know we kind of briefly talked about that a little bit.
I'm getting a small little I've got a small little nano tank. I've got to get it set up. I've got to build a stand for it and figure out exactly where in the house I want to put it.
Okay. Have you ever done a saltwater tank at all?
Never. So this is a brand new adventure for me. With the Caradina shrimp, I am remineralizing RO water already, so I've got a little bit of a jump start on that, I guess.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm completely fresh.
So what size tank?
It's a 13.5.
Okay.
Blue Volivo.
Okay. Yeah. And what did you? Did you just say what type of fish you were going to have in there?
No, I haven't decided the type of fish I'm gonna have. Gina's Reef is gonna be doing a collab stream with me, and she's gonna help
Okay.
me decide
Right.
what to stock it with.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
I definitely want some coral.
Definitely. Some coral. You want to do some corals in there?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So you want to take the jump. You want to take the jump straight
Right, right.
to do
I
corals.
want to go cliff diving. I don't want to
There you
just
go.
have a little leap. I don't want to get my feet wet. I
Right.
want the full dive.
Yeah. Hey, man, I don't blame you because if you're gonna jump in, jump in. And when I first started, I think the size that I first started with the saltwater was, I want to say I want to say it was probably a 20, like the 20 I have sitting in my garage right now, that's empty, and I have moved those same fish around, and I went bigger. I went to that 65, the flower horns, and now this is I move. I'm so horrible. I move things around because I get bored, and I'm
Yep.
sure I'm not the only one, but and I've had my saltwater tank all the way up to the 150 in the past, and the one that has the Oscars in it now, the freshwater now.
Mhm.
And it's not a drill tank, so I've actually bought a hang on the back protein skimmer, and it was just live raw. It was just a Fowler tank. No. I take it back. It was a Fowler tank, and I bought a few little easy-ish soft corals and a hard coral to kind of maintain back then. But I think, or what I did was, I think no, I did. I gave them to I gave them to somebody because I guess at that point I was like, I want to go back to a Fowler tank, and I gave them to them before they got like really big. I could have, so I just didn't really care. I just gave them to them because they wanted to do it. So I was like, here you go. It's being generous, I guess. Um, so yeah, absolutely, dude. Like that's, man. I always tell people, like, take that leap, jump to the saltwater side and try it. And I know I saw like Terry's in here, and I can't remember, Terry, if you're here, if you said your eel. No, it is saltwater. I think he has one, or he does, or something, and it's saltwater. Um,
Oh, okay.
Completely different kind of way to go with that, with the eel, of course.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's still, the way you check the water parameters or make sure they're the same.
Hmm.
Yeah, but definitely Gina. I mean, she has saltwater tanks, right? So
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Her whole channel is based around reef tanks, so
yeah, and I watch it
I
too
would hope
whenever I
she
get a
knows a little
chance.
bit of
So,
what she's talking about. She even works in a saltwater store, so.
yep, yep. I think I just kind of when I jumped into it, I think I just YouTubed the crap out of some videos, and I wanted to say, okay, how do I start with the water?
Yep.
And I watched, some other people. Like I think I did definitely see some of her streams before I actually jumped into the saltwater side too. So, where she was giving advice about more so way basic stuff, like, and I think I bought the water already. I bought the little 5-gallon jug from the store, and they gave me, I started off with the RO water already made, you know,
Oh, okay.
and then I went on Amazon. They told me you could, to buy like the little RO. They called it the Buddy RO. So it's like a little 4-stage I got off Amazon for about, I think maybe like $90 or something.
Hmm.
And I would make the water from the sink in I have right across there's my hall bathroom in the bathtub, and I would just screw it into the sink. 'Cause I actually have the type it would screw into, and it would set it in the bathtub, and I would just let it fill up, and that's how I made my RO water for a while. But the thing is, when you do that, are you gonna try to? Are you ever gonna? Do you think you would ever? You said have an RO system and make
Oh,
your own.
yeah. Yeah, I've already got an RO system for the
Okay.
Caradina shrimp, so I'm already mixing the mineral salt for the shrimp. It's just a different type of salt for a saltwater tank.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm actually currently sitting on the 5-gallon bucket of salt, so I've
Oh,
already
okay.
got the salt for it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. Did you notice like how much uh wastewater there is when you make the RO water?
Yeah, it's about 50-50. But I've got a bunch of Neocaridina tank down in the basement now, so I'll finally have a use for all of that wastewater. Just use the waste for those.
Yeah, I try keeping up with all the water I hate calling it wastewater, because it's not really wastewater, but
Right.
I tried to keep up with that and use it for like, freshwater tanks, but it was a lot. It was a lot of like, because I was just making water like crazy. And
Yep.
so my neighbor, like I said earlier on the stream, he had a reef tank, like a 180-gallon reef tank, and I guess it had a little crack and started leaking. So he decided just to get out of the whole hobby. He did it for 30 years. Like just a hobby in general for saltwater. And so he sold his corals. So I bought his RO system. It has two 65-gallon containers that has like this table that it sits on, and like a little it's a 5-stage RO, which finally after a year I got it up and running. And so it's pretty handy just to have that hole, because I look at my sump and I look at the water level, and it's like right when it gets right above that return pump, because if
Hmm.
it gets down there, it's going to start making all that noise and pushing air into your tank. And so many times I wake up in the morning and I hear my dogs barking a little bit. They start hearing that, So
Yep.
I get better with, like I don't have like an auto top off or whatever like hooked up to it. I guess that's the thing. I don't know. So I just look at that and just go fill it up. I have water already sitting in there, the RO water. And then once in a while, I go back and check the salt, the level, like if I need to add any more salt to it, which usually you don't. However, in my 120, I don't know why, but I have 2 sponge filters in there. And I know you don't have to at all. I don't know why it's a thing, because when I have my 120 up and running, I have a canister filter underneath. I have 2 sponge filters, and I have a big old like pre-made sump with all the stuff in it. Right? I'm ridiculous. I think
That's
it's
all for one tank.
yeah, it's all for the one
Whoa.
tank, and the sole reason for that is because I'm paranoid. If I leave and we go, like, say if we're gone, for me and my wife are on a vacation, right?
Hmm.
We have a friend who'll come over and like like kind of feed the fish or something or whatever, and take care. Like I board the dogs up while we're gone, but I get paranoid, and the return like pipe, that comes up the overflow. It's hovering above the water, so if it ever shuts off, there's no backflow. It's going to go down and like overflow the sump, right? Because air will get into it the way I have it sitting on the surface of the water. So like I said, I'm paranoid. I will unplug the sump, but however, like that's why I have the sponge filter and the canister filter already running in it. Now in the sump, I have in the return chamber, I have a sponge filter, and I have a sponge filter in the main section where the protein skimmer sits at, and I have a heater in there. So it's like its own self-sustained kind of thing. But I don't, I'm not going to put fish in there, because then it becomes a fish tank, right? With waste and feeding and all that. So when I'm gone, it's its own thing, and the water won't get all stagnant and everything. And then the tank still has filtration, because, like I said, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I get paranoid that I've heard too many stories of like overflowing or whatever.
Yep.
So call me crazy, but I've done that ever since I had that saltwater tank in that 90, and then I had it in a 90 before, and I did that for such a long time. If I leave, just unplug it, and it's worked amazing. I've never had any problems with anything. So
Hey,
that
if it's
I
not
just
broke,
went
don't
way
fix
extra on that. You don't have to do that either, obviously, but I'm just weird like that, I guess.
it. Yeah, if it's not
So,
broke, don't fix it. If
I
it's
mean,
for you.
yeah, but I think what attracts me to saltwater is the fact that, and like I know I said this earlier, but like I could stare, like I've seen so many things out of nowhere, just kind of, and I don't know if they hitchhike from the when I buy some live rock, when I put it in there, you get it from the store, and you could get little hitchhiker things, whatever, on the live rock. And I've seen, like right now, like I said, I have some kind of soft little coral thing, whatever it's called, growing in there. And my neighbor who was in the house, he said, "No, that thing's cool. It's not considered a nuisance that you should get rid of it." And I was like, "Okay." And then I found out what pineapple sponges were that grew in my old sump that I had with the 90. And I was like, "What are those?" Like, and they're just, I guess they're called pineapple sponges, which don't hurt it at all. It's like I guess they're beneficial in some way.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm just fascinated with saltwater, like just just looking at it, seeing what can like show up. Hopefully, I never get those red. What do they call those? Like they can grow in the live rock, and if anybody here who would know that, or if you have no, but it's like a reddish worm that can grow in the live rock. And they say if you ever see that, don't touch it because they could sting the crap out of you and hurt. If I ever
Okay.
see one, I have these
Yeah.
long tweezers that I put.
Not sure what you're referring to. I don't know enough about it yet.
I can't remember the name of it, but somebody here probably does. But if you ever see like a red worm that's kind of in your live rock, don't touch it. That's what I was told. And another thing is I've learned so much from my own trial and error that a lot of saltwater fish you don't touch with your bare hands, So I have a blue hippo tang, bristle worms. Coro, thank you. I knew he would answer. I thought he was going to work. I'm just giving him crap. So the blue hippo tang, right?
Yep.
The one that I still have, it was smaller at the time, and I had it in the 150, and I just had like the little PetSmart little ornament of that little like it's in my 55 right now, the little Buddha temple, whatever, right? I had that in the saltwater tank.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, and here in my mind thinking, oh, he's trapped me. So I went to reach up in there, and his fin, like I guess he stuck me, and he was just hiding from me, and I was like, dang, I should have realized that. And my middle finger started swelling up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, this is getting worse. In my mind, I'm thinking this sucks. Okay. And I YouTubed it, and it said, yep, they can soak your finger in warm water for about 45 minutes. And I did that, and it went away. Luckily the fish like was small. But yet I went to my local fish store, and they're like, oh, blue hippo tangs they're not poisonous. And I'm like, there's something going on there, with them.
Yeah.
Sort
of reaction.
Yeah, and like some of these tangs, they have like this little, like they could have this. I don't know why I'm looking there. They're downstairs, but my sailfin tang has like this hook on its tail, I guess. And if I look really close, I might see. I don't know, but it's just saltwater fish. I'm learning. Don't touch them with your bare hands. I'm telling myself that.
Yeah, when I was down in Virginia Beach 2 years in a row, I learned not to touch the jellyfish.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that.
Yep, they stung me twice.
Yep, man. When I went in that water for the first time in that beach, in Virginia Beach, this is back in 2001 when I first came here. It's been off and on, but I went in the water and I felt things rubbing up against me, and I'm like, what, and it was jellyfish. They have a lot of jellyfish out there, and I'm just like that. Yeah. And that was one of the last. I've only been in that water like a few times. That's it. Because like I said earlier, Florida, I love the beaches down there. Like I was a kid, I used to go to them a lot, and it just. But on the West Coast side, like in Sarasota County area, that's where I grew up at. But I heard like the East Coast side's a lot better. You go south. I want to go to a clear, like I want to scuba dive where there's a coral reef, and I want to be able to see these fish. You know what I mean? Like the same fish I would have in my tank.
Yeah.
I love seeing that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see that in Virginia Beach. If you went scuba diving, everything's just gray, and they might have some looking weird, ugly fish that's just sitting there staring at you, and they have sea urchins out by the pier, like stanchions.
A couple flounder. It's about it.
That's it. It's we're in temperate weather up here. There's no tropical anything, so. But don't get me wrong. I mean, and like you've been out here and you got to enjoy the boardwalk and everything, and that's cool. That's pretty entertaining. And the food out here is good. And I'll tell you what, I don't know, like, are you like, they have something out here called she crab soup?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
She crab soup. Oh my God. Like I know some restaurants and it is amazing. It's amazing soup. And I always, when I go, even inland here, I try to go taste, if they have she crab soup, I'll get it. Just to taste it around the area. Yeah. So that's one of their signature, Virginia Beach's signature type of foods.
Yeah.
And they had one at that restaurant at the Cavalier.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the name of that restaurant. Me and my wife have been there a couple times already. They had some great she crab.
Like I said earlier, it's been like 15 years since I've been down there, so I don't remember where I had it, but I know for a fact I've had the she crab soup.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
next time I go down, I'm gonna have to get a hold of you and figure out where you like to get it from.
Yeah. I know a few places off the top of my head. What did Coro say? Do you have any cool? Oh wait, it just went up. What? But yeah, no, that's exciting, dude. Doing the saltwater. Part of me wants to, and I'm not going to, but part of me wants to just do saltwater after a while. You know, like I like my Oscars, I do, but I think what's keeping me having all this fresh water is my wife is getting too attached to some of these fish, and I'm like, don't get attached to my fish because in case I ever want to do something like that. In the past, I've taken fish and sold them and given them to people, and she's like, "What? Didn't even tell me?" I'm like, "It's my hobby. You don't want to help me clean tanks. You just want to look at them and just like the flower horn downstairs, right? She loves going up to the tank and like talking to it like it's a puppy, you know, and it will follow her around, do circles in the tank. But when it was smaller, it would do apps like flips, figure eights. It would actually do flips all the way around. It was crazy. But it's too big in the tank now, but it still follows her. And if I walk up to it, put my hand up there, it'll try to attack my hand through the glass. And I'm the one that feeds it. So, yeah. But I asked her, that's her favorite one is the flower horn, right? And I asked her one day, I was like, so, fish are fish. I mean, I do the best I can to keep it alive, which I think I've done a pretty good job for 2 years. And I was like, how would you take it if something happened to this fish? Because fish. I'm like, are you gonna cry? She's like, probably. I was like, don't get emotional with fish. She loves. That's like her. I was like, she talks to like, and I'm like, put your hand in there and do that. She's like, hell no. So she knows. She knows not to do that. But, yeah, man.
Yeah, I've never gotten into the flower horns or Oscars yet. The largest thing I've got is the angelfish behind me. Where is he? Oh, he's way back here in the shadow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see it. Yep.
You can see him now?
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one that I got at the Clash last year.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So this year, I like talking about the Clash.
Oh, so do I. It's a really, really fun event.
In people's streams, I'll bring it up and be like, Clash is coming up.
Yep.
Especially Enrico's, and I'll be like, yeah, Clash is coming up. I try to see if I can get that conversation going on for a little bit, or even the past one, right? So, but you said last time you said you were only there for what, a day?
Yeah, so I arrived Friday afternoon last year, and then Saturday around 11 o'clock in the afternoon or so, I had to head out and head to work. It's a 5-6 hour drive back to New York, and
okay.
So unfortunately, I only had the one day there. Really, did a little bit of shopping in the morning Saturday, and that was about it.
Okay, so I did notice too, like where it's at in Morgantown. You said a 5 or 6 hour drive to New York. You had to go north. I'm exactly opposite. I had to go south to Virginia Beach. So
Gotcha.
about the same distance too,
Yep.
So, yeah, and that was fun, man. Like it's when my wife went with me, she was right in the middle of doing a whole bunch of homework. So she would be up in the room doing her homework, and she actually, hey, can you help me? And I was like, I don't want to be an asshole, but no, I'm here.
Yep.
I can't help you. I told you no because I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing the Clash. Hate me later. So, but she got it done. But yeah, like we're same thing. We already got our room booked over there at the hotel. Same hotel right there. And I still haven't bought my ticket yet.
Oh, okay.
So buy that. I've been slacking.
Yeah,
on that
get on that.
I know. You think they're gonna sell out of tickets?
No.
Hopefully not. Okay,
no.
good.
I don't.
But I had to get the room.
Registration tickets.
Yeah. Had to
I
get
don't
the
think
room.
there's
I wanted
gonna
to
be
stay there.
Yep. Yeah, I booked my room as soon as it was announced. I got the full 5-day block that they opened it up for. So I'll be
Okay.
there from Wednesday till Monday morning.
Oh shoot, dude! I don't even like think about it now. I think I don't know if I got to look and see when I'm checking out because I don't know if I check out on Monday or Sunday again. I don't know. I better look.
Yeah.
Because after, yeah, Ian, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait. That's the only one I've been to. I've never been to any other. Really, no, I've never been to any other fish events before. Have you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was my very first one that fish event that I've ever been to. And then in October, I went to Aquashella in Chicago. And that
Okay.
was a lot of fun, but a completely different experience.
Yeah.
The Keystone Clash is run by a club, and a lot more hobbyist level vendors are there. Where at the Aquashella, it's all like corporations and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a whole different type of vibe to it. Both were a lot of fun, though.
Okay. So did you get to see? I mean, I know you saw some big names up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the Garden of Eder was there. Grant and Shelby were there. James Kramer was there, one of the renowned aquascapers. Let's see. Brookley Bell was there. I got to meet Kelly Foreman.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I got to meet Dustin from Dustin's Fish Tanks. Sam Scales was there with his artwork. Same guy that was at the Keystone Clash.
Yep.
And the artwork looked just as good at Aquashella that he brought to the Keystone Clash, which was super cool.
Yeah.
Then I did get to meet Dean, Zenzo, and Corey from Aquarium Co-op.
Oh wow.
Primetime Aquatics was there. I got to meet both of them. I got to meet John and Lisa at KG Tropicals. A lot of really, really cool people.
So that was the one.
Aquatics was there. Fishy Biz was there.
Man, dang, I'm jealous now. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go to one.
It was definitely a party.
Yeah, man. Oh man. So that was the one where I remember I was watching. It was a Saturday morning. I was like in my kitchen making breakfast, and I was watching. I don't think it was. I don't know if it was live or not. I don't know. I can't remember. But Ed was the commentator for the cornhole.
Oh, okay.
And it was John from K. He was playing cornhole with I don't know who. I can't remember who. But Ed was commentating it. And I did see a picture with Terry was there. Terry's Tropical Tanks. I saw a picture with him, and I think it was with Whip and John. I believe this was a while back. I think it was them three that were in the picture. I believe.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, that would that'd be. I definitely want to go to one. I was thinking about trying to go to. I think it's in November. The one in Florida.
November 5th, I believe it is.
Is it November 5th? I would love to go
right in the beginning of November.
Okay, I'd love to go to that one, and because plus I got my brother lives not too far from there anyway, so it'll give me another.
Okay.
Yeah, because I guess it used to be in Orlando, but they moved it to St. Augustine or something.
Daytona.
Sorry, Daytona. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it on my calendar. I'm actually gonna try to do that if I could. I'm sure the wife will go with me too. Heck yeah! And then I guess I just saw on Facebook events they have one it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called the Aquatic Expo.
Yep, the Aquatic Expo, and at that one they've got the International Shrimp Breeding Contest. So at Aquashella, it's just the American Shrimp Breeding Contest, but at the one in Charlotte, the event in Charlotte, it's going to be international entries.
Okay.
So you'll see shrimp from all over the world. Some of the absolute highest quality ever.
Yeah, man. I don't know too much about shrimp. But I went on I've seen on people's streams how they like who is it now? Um, um, ADHD Aqua. I know she's getting into shrimp. I seen
Yep.
her that she's getting into. I don't know if she's getting into it or she's already been doing it. I don't know. But I just saw like a quick thing about that. I try to catch like Papa Shrimp stuff when he's up there. Who else?
Jerry's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Then you have Poseidon's Pets, the Garden of Eater, Joe Shrimp Shack, myself. Right. There's a few others probably forgetting and missing, but a lot of shrimp breeders on YouTube right now.
Okay. And
Bob Moss Nanotanks is another one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm in such like a small corner of everything. You know what I mean? When it comes to like everybody. But I know of like a whole, a lot of people. I think probably the majority I know of people, you know what I mean? Especially everybody that I met. And I knew you before the clash, like I've seen you up on the streams all the time, like when you'd be up there. But I think, that's when I actually met you was for a brief moment over there. And,
breakfast.
I kind of feel bad because I'm horrible, man. I'm antisocial sometimes when if somebody comes right up, if someone's next to me, they don't say anything to me. That's where I'm horrible. It's like, and if I'm not quite sure about who they're, I'll just be like, I don't know. I don't want to feel stupid. But if they start talking to me, it's game on. It's. Yeah.
I'm guilty of that myself.
And that goes along with like my neighbors outside too. It's like I'm horrible like that. But Whip was there. Everybody saw Whip, and I talked to him a little bit. Like just that part, me being antisocial, even though I'm standing literally in the room, in the what do you call it, the hospitality room, next to everybody, watching everybody talk, and I'm just kind of in there like, why am I not being more sociable?
Yeah.
And I didn't know who the little girl, like short, like Oikmaster. I didn't know that was her.
So funny story about that. Down at the Bucks County Aquarium Society auction this past weekend.
Yeah.
I guess she was there. I didn't know. I've never met her before, so I don't know what she looks like. But I found out a couple days afterwards that she was there, and no one ever introduced us to each other.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, if she's over there, if she's at the clash this time, I'm sure you'll meet her. This time I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say like, people will think I'm bugging the hell out of them. I'm gonna be talking to everybody. So,
well, this year I'll have a vendor booth, so everyone will be able to see my name and hopefully at least recognize the name if they don't recognize my face.
Oh, they'll recognize your face, dude. You ain't gotta worry about that. Because they see you up on the streams a lot.
Yep. I've been trying to get a little bit more active.
Yeah, why not? I need to too, just for the heck of it, Like I'm not. I don't have any. I'm not like I don't have a business or anything. I'm just doing it for the hobby,
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to get into it sometime, just to get maybe to breed something, learn how to ship them out, I guess, if I have time.
Yeah, I've only shipped a few orders now. I still consider myself just a hobbyist seller. I don't have a business license or anything yet. I'm not actually legitimate, But hopefully in the near future, I can solidify things and move in the right direction.
Okay, cool. Now, would you ever go like take it to, or do you? I don't know, like as far as having a website?
I don't have a website yet. I do plan to.
Okay. And do you have like a group, like a Facebook group page or something?
Nope. So how I have been selling it is through band posts and just selling through friends. So someone sees that I've got some nice shrimp or whatever, they'll send me a message and we'll discuss it in a private message.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. If you, I'm going to look that up too, as far as, or how, like, you said you're currently shipping some right now, or you're just kind of getting into, or
Oh
have you
yeah, yep. I've shipped maybe about 10 orders if I had to guess.
Okay.
So not a huge amount, but I do have
Yeah.
a little bit of practice right now.
Okay. And what was that you said that we could look at as far as, um, like where to go as far as like ordering some?
So there's a app called Band, and I'll post groups on a couple of the different groups within Band.
Okay. Now,
I'll
is
post
that
groups of shrimp within the groups on Band.
okay? Now, is
Yep.
that something that's up on the Fish Fam link?
I do have my Band posted on fishfam.link.
Okay. I could
Uh,
just, I want to check that out too. I can go up
yep.
there and just go through it, just go that route and find it there.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
you can
cool.
find my band on there, but then I also post in the freshwater shrimp and the shrimp pimpin' band page as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I love shrimp. I mean, I kind of want to get, learn more about that. Get some. I actually wouldn't mind getting some either for like say this tank or something. If
They're a lot of fun.
now is there certain what would you, as far as having fish, what were more the type of fish you recommend that they could be safe with?
Oof, that's a tough question.
Because I don't think I could put
So
them in this tank because with these fish that are in here, because I have a couple of what are these? The convict polar blue convicts. I don't think
yeah,
I,
I'd say
not a chance, right?
absolutely not. Nope.
So would you recommend I just kind of have its own tank, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If breeding is your goal with it, um, but otherwise, if you're just looking to have some shrimp and you don't mind if they don't ever breed and be able to have full baby survival rate, then you could add some nano fish in there like CPDs and some neon tetras and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But the fish, if their mouth is big enough to bite any part of the shrimp, just consider that shrimp food.
Okay. Yeah. And that's yeah. So they would definitely wouldn't go go in here with these. So I've
Right.
like in the few times I actually had shrimp, I had them in a 10 gallon with some neons. This is a while back, right? And
Yep.
they were just, a couple I bought from from the aquarium store so I could kind of have some shrimp. But I think they're really cool. And one day, right outside in the hallway over here, in the bathroom doors right across, on the carpet, I looked down and I'm like, what is that? I thought it was like a bug, but I looked, it was about this long. And it was the big shrimp that was in my tank crawling on the carpet alive, like, and my cat is about 5 feet away staring at it. And luckily, I recognized what it was before the cat went up and either messed with it or doing all that crap with it. I was like, oh my god! I like what are the odds of me finding? I didn't know the shrimp would climb out of the tank.
Yeah, so usually they'll only climb out if the water parameters are swinging a little bit.
Mm,
Like if they get uncomfortable, if the pH raises or drops
okay.
suddenly, or the temperature or something like that. But otherwise, they can climb out thinking that they're like in a tide pool or whatever, and they have to hop to the next tide pool just to survive and get to the stream.
Mm, right.
So they do have a little bit of mobility on land, very little bit, just because in nature they have to.
Okay. Well, that's something that I'll definitely have to learn more about as far as um, water parameters and just more specific things about how to, you know, shrimp care and all that for owning them and all that. So,
Yep.
but I think they're really cool to look at,
Oh,
honestly.
definitely. I'm
Yeah.
going to be entering some shrimp in the fish show at the Keystone Clash, so you get to see a few of my shrimp in person.
Okay. Nice, man. Are you going to be? I mean, I would imagine like you're selling some there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's probably dumb to even ask that one. So
Yeah, I'll have some shrimp and I'll have some plants with me. Mostly moss for the plants.
yeah.
I'll have some other stuff as well.
Okay. Cool. Adele, what's up?
Hey Adele, how you doing?
So Yeah, I mean, it's what is this? May, June, July, August, September. It's coming up. It's coming up
Yeah,
fast.
4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, so am I. It's going to
I
be here
but
before we know it.
I know. So when I was looking at who the guest speakers were going to be like a while back, right? I was like, wow, we got some big ones, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I know, Primetime, Quiet State, so they're still on the list, you know. But I guess John and Lisa, originally I guess they were coming, but now they're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess
Hmm.
they have other commitments or something that they got to do. So
Yeah,
I was like, dang man, you know.
yep.
But I guess they got a business. I guess they got to do what they got to do. So
Yeah. So I volunteered to drive all the speakers from the airport to the hotel and back to the airport again. So I'm super excited to be able to drive Bentley Pasco and Dan Hodnett and a few of the others. Get some
yeah,
one-on-one time chatting about the hobby. That'll be a
right,
lot of fun.
yeah. And I know this time, uh, like you mentioned, um, about having an actual designated time to do the group picture while we're
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
See, after that award ceremony was over with that night. I think it was that was on like was that Saturday night? I think it was. Me and the wife went across the street. We're like, let's go check out the casino, just see what it looks like. We didn't gamble or anything. We just wanted to get some food over there and just kind of see what was going
Yep.
on. Really, they had like a live band, and we just in a little corner they had some food. So we come back, and a lot of people are hanging out front in the building, and I was like, oh cool, we're hanging out in the parking lot again because we did that the first night, right?
Yep.
Um, and I go inside, and they're like, yeah, we had a group picture. I was like, dang man, I missed it. So yeah, I want to get into it this time.
Yeah. So I did send Scotty the suggestion as soon as you mentioned it last week on stream. I let
Cool.
him know that you missed out on the picture, and so did Whip. And I asked him if we could have a planned preset time for it,
Yeah.
and maybe if we could even do one each of the 3 nights of the event. That way, for those that can only attend one night out of the
True.
3, that
True.
way they're still included in at least one of the pictures.
Right. Yep.
So
And I know.
he's going to try to assign someone to organize all of that for us.
Yeah, and I think Eduardo missed it too. I think he was saying that.
Yeah, I didn't know Eduardo was there until after I got back home.
Oh yeah, he was definitely there. You couldn't miss.
Was he?
He was definitely being himself, like getting around talking to people, and yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
And hey, look, I don't know if you can see these. It's probably, oh no, it might not be too dark. I found a whole stack of stickers.
Oh, very cool.
They were in my truck, like in this bag, like just down at the bottom, because I had them in there they were in there from last time at the Clash.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I got stickers left. So I always, if anybody ever wants some, I just, mail them out or whatever. And I'm going to bring them over to the Clash, set them on that table just like last time. So
yeah, I'll be bringing some stickers down to the Clash for sure.
Yeah, and it's funny because I would go into the, to the main room and like see the table where all the stickers are at. I'll come back and I'll see how many of mine are gone. They're like, oh, cool, people picking up my stickers. But at one point, nobody touched them. I was like, dang, man, nobody's touching my stickers. Nobody wants my stickers. But no, they did. It was a good time. It was cool.
Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, other than that, dude, like there ain't too much else going on.
Yeah. So for the saltwater, I picked up a couple of books while I was at the auction. So I've got this one.
Okay.
Here.
Yep, that's cool.
Hopefully, I can learn a little bit about the reef side of things before I actually set it up and get it filled.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're not going to believe what I paid for all 4 of these.
Okay. Yeah, how much did you get those for?
So for all 4 of these, I paid $6 total.
$6. What?
$6.
Wow.
$6. So they were in bags of 2, so 2 books per bag, 2 different lots. The first one I got for $4. The second one I got for 2. I could not believe it.
Wow, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian's like, you got good books. Yep. $6.
Okay, cool.
Heck
And
yeah.
if Ian likes the books, then they've got to be good.
Right? Like I've had some conversations with him about this about like where he's corrected me. He's corrected me about stuff where I thought I was sure about. He's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. No, I was like, you're right. You know, he's been doing it. Like, he's been probably doing it way longer than me. So, you know, I definitely take his word for it, you know, seriously when it comes to that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, and that's what's great about this whole thing. You know, if you have any questions at all,
there's always
the right people are going to let you know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
I love the community.
Yeah, it's been it's honestly been a life-changing type of thing for me. You know, like I've had times where I'm like, how long do I want to? You know, I've had the moments, you know, like with the whole hobby in the past, and really it was just I needed to kind of step back, take a break, just kind of look at them, you know, do the maintenance on them too, but. I've had times where I had to step back away from things just so I wouldn't feel like I'm getting burned out, you know?
Yep.
It only lasts like a week or two, and then I just come right back in, get more involved, and then I don't feel like that, you know? I get to know more people and everything. And
right.
Yeah, man. And it's really cool. But there's one thing I actually want to do sometimes since I live near the beach. So I have like spare tank in my garage, probably either my 20 or my 30. I want to go out there to the beach sometime, take a 5-gallon bucket, walk out into the water a little bit, scoop up some the sand with some water, put the lid on it, bring it back, and put it in the tank by itself. I'll, you know, obviously not mix my other tank with it. Let it settle, and then put a filter, heat, whatever on it, or I'll take the temperature of the water when I'm out there with the little meat thermometer or whatever.
Yep.
And then match it if I, you know, and then just let it settle and see I was just curious to see what if I would catch anything in there, you know.
Yeah, see what starts to grow off from the little bits of babies that might be in the sand or something.
Man. I just think that would be really cool, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. Definitely not this weekend because that's where they have the whole concert things out there. I'm just staying away from that area.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It'll be quite hectic.
Yeah, and then something else on the freshwater side of that. Something I saw was I happened to catch this morning. Also, I happened to turn on one of Father Fish's videos, right? Just because you know, just why not, right? Just when I get ready for work, I just kind of turn on. I see a video, I'll just turn it on while I'm getting ready, right?
Yep.
And he's, you know, and it happened to be that video, I think, of the whole water change thing, you know? Yep. And I think there was a part in there where he said, if you have a freshwater tank, I don't know if he means this with all, or maybe specific freshwater tanks. He actually said, go outside and get a little bit of outside, like dirt or whatever, and put it in your tank. In your freshwater tank. And I'm like, So I don't know if he's saying, like, okay, for example, this tank right here, I got some baby electric blue cars in there. I got 2 polar blue convicts, and yes, I got 1 glowfish in there that I've had forever, right? And they all get along great. Now, would he be saying to like take a piece of that little chunk or whatever and set it right in here? Because I guess that would help the tank out. You know, I mean,
that's what I gather from it. I have not done that myself yet, and you know, I'm probably not going to. Tommy over at Silver Creek Aquatics, he follows Father Fish method all the time, so he'd definitely be the one to ask that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You know a lot more about it, a lot more of the in-depth and some of the whys and hows involved with it.
Yeah. Like a tide pool fish tank, that would be cool. I wish I was close to the beach. Yeah, I am, but I don't really ever go out there that much. Maybe it's just work, and on the weekends, I don't know. In the summertime, it's cool, but it gets hectic down there, I guess. That's the
Yep.
excuse, really, that I'm just throwing out there. You know, this is an excuse. I should go out there more. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, he said I used pond sludge to seed feeder cultures. Okay. Okay. And that's another thing I was thinking about too. Like on the opposite spectrum, like on the freshwater side, what if you took your own tank, just an extra one, went to like a pond and just scooped up some stuff. You know, that with a 5 gallon, just in the water that's there, let
Yeah.
it settle, and then
Yeah. I
finish
think.
adding some more water and like see what that brings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Father Fish also encourages that as well. Just bringing all the different microfauna and stuff that are naturally in the waterways,
Yeah.
all the different bacteria cultures and stuff.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that's cool. It's a fun project, you know. So, oh no, I turned away, and he got cut off. Daniel, what's up? I'm sure it was an accident. You know, it happens. Hello, everyone, as Daniel says. Get Daphne. Jeff, what's up? Lurking for a few minutes. Lurk away, man. Lurk away. Dang, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad at all, I must say. Crip, I lost you. I looked away. Maybe that was his chance. I looked at my tank. He was like, this is my opportunity. But if you come back up or not, it was great having you up here, man. You know, I actually felt like I was hosting a guest on here. So, and I've only had a few people up here. I've had, well, you. I've had Eduardo's been up a few times. It's like a while back, though. Terry's been up a few times in the past. You know, he'd stop by real quick and talk. And then whenever I got quiet and having to talk about it, he's like, all right, man, I'm going to hop off. Who else did I have up here? Oh, I've had Dave Farrell up here a while back, like a long time ago. But haven't had a lot of people, but you know, Crip, where you at, man? Are you gonna come up back on chat or? Sorry guys, we're just eating this ice. I'm all for biodiversity in a tank, but I'm not gonna actively put dirt in my tank or leaves from outside. Not in this town. Yeah. Hey, you know, I think it just depends on where you're at. And yeah, don't get me wrong, streaming the rivers. Nah, there's some good rivers and streams that you probably, you know, could do it from. Crip, it's all right, man. Don't worry about it. But hey, glad you were up here for real, man. That was awesome. That was a good talk. And phone died. It happens, dude. Don't worry. Yeah. And again, I'll see you up on streams. See you in chats and all that. But I think right now, everybody, it's 5:17. I'm cutting into other actual scheduled streams right now. So I think I'm going to end it. It's been 2.5 hours exactly and 6 seconds. So it's been great. Appreciate you guys for being here, coming in, and I will see you. My bathroom has been cleansed. I will see you guys later on. All right. Appreciate it. Take it easy. Have a good Wednesday and hop on over to the others right now. All right. See you guys later.